Hello everyone, Michelle here from the Creative Cove. Thanks for joining me today. Today's just a fun little video on covering some buttons with some washi tape. I really like the look of them. They kind of transform a button a little bit into some sort of three-dimensional decorative element. This one I use some tape, so I'll show you how I do that as well. It's pretty straightforward, but it's a nice little embellishment that I thought we could use to make maybe mini clusters or something. And I just have so many buttons I need to use up, and I think they add a little something to your journals. Anyways, here's the cluster of buttons I have. So I was making crafts and things like that, and accumulated quite a few in my day. So I thought we would use some of these up. So washi tape is pretty handy. I have some here. This is a little washi tape book. I think I got it from Journal Say. It's a really nice little collection of different subject matters, mostly botanical. There's mushrooms in here at the back and butterflies, but I just kind of cut some out at random, and we'll put some on. So I just look for images that are relatively small enough to fit on a button without wasting too much washi tape. For this one, for example, I could maybe get 2 buttons out of this. We'll give it a try. So we'll use this one. I've got this button. I'm sorry, my work surface is so messy right now. I've been having so much fun making stuff. I'm supposed to be still cleaning my studio, and I prefer to create than clean. But I will get that studio tour done at some point, I promise. Okay, so I'm just going to pull the washi tape off, and I'm going to stick it on the button. And then essentially I just tear around the button for these bigger washi tape pieces so that I can reuse them, hopefully, without damaging it too much. And then stick that one on this one. So if your button has a ridge like this, I would just use the other side so that the washi tape has somewhere flat to stick on. I tried to cover the full top of the washi tape, of the button. And I'll just pull some extra off here. All right, I'm just gonna put this, stick it on the box. I'll use those bits in a minute. I just kind of rub it down with my finger, and then I've got some sandpaper. I think this is 80 grit sandpaper, and I'm literally just gonna sand around the sides here. And what I love is the color of the button is still visible, but it's kind of subdued and made to look a little bit more antique, I guess. A little softer look to it. I'm just going to sand the edge, make sure it's all down, and then I'll just ink a little bit. You can leave it like that, which is really pretty. I'm using frayed burlap here. I'm just going to use a little bit, just kind of antique the edges a little bit. And then I have the cute little covered button. So I don't know if this is new. I was just sitting here. I started making kind of paper clusters. And then I thought, oh, I'll add some buttons to those, like this one. And then I thought, well, what else can I do to make the button a little bit more of a focal point? And then I thought, well, let's try some washi tape. And so far it's working. I quite like it. So we'll make a little paper cluster in a minute. So if your washi tape doesn't reach the edge like this, you can add another little piece of washi tape on, or I just sand it and leave it as part of the design. And then just smooth it out again, get off any loose bits, antique it up a little. And then for the other one, so if you don't have washi tape, for example, and you still have buttons, I have this medical tape, which is thin, and it's from the dollar store, and it's just a really cheap fabric tape. And I'll just put it on here because I don't have any plastic on my desk right now. I need to put it on something that it won't adhere to. And then I find a stamp. So this one I think is from Tim Holtz collection. And I'm just going to use the Stays On ink. I will stamp it and pull this off. Find a button that it will fit nicely on. Whoops. And cover the button. Kind of center it as best I can, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Tear away any excess and repeat the process. I'm just going to cover my ink so it doesn't get covered in dust, and repeat the process that way. So you can use stickers, you can use whatever you've got. I do like the look of the transparent tapes. So maybe masking tape, if you were to sand it a bit, could work. The masking tape that you like, the neutral, this stuff here, neutral colored stuff. So let's try it. I don't know, I haven't tried this one, but try a little one maybe. And we'll just do a little bit of a stamp. Oh, no ink left on that. Just let me insert here and I'll just reload it and stamp it. Find the flat side of the button and put that on. So it's not quite as transparent, but if it's what you've got to use, why not? You can use paper as well to cover the button, I would imagine, but I wanted something fast and simple. And the washi tape worked perfect for that. It's a pretty quick transformation on the button. So there, I kind of rubbed it off a little bit, but that's what the masking tape looks like. So not quite as soft as the medical tape. And again, the look of the washi tape is my favorite. Okay, so then let's use them somehow. Clean this off. So I was just using up these remnants that I had on my desk, and I was just folding them kind of willy-nilly, kind of forcing the papers together in a circular rough texture. And then I stapled it because I don't want to get my sewing machine out. I want to just have a easy go at the crafting here. And I'll use a little bit of this cheesecloth. Something like that. And then I had a piece of this cotton, I guess, muslin maybe left. So I'll use some of this. I love this stuff because it frays so nicely, and you can stamp this. I've done that before too, where you just put a stamp on here and it makes a really nice effect as well. So then just be generous with the glue. Whoops. I'll put some glue on here. Make these little clusters. So that guy. And I'll be generous because I'm going to add a button. A little bit of this. And then a button. Let's do the butterfly. Oh, I forgot to ink my paper. Let's do that now. I would ink the paper before I added the rest, just so I can get all the ink in all the places I wanted. So a little cluster like that. I like to add a little bit more paper when I feel I need it. So we'll just do something else on the other side, maybe just a smaller one. Staple that. And ink her up. This one. It is snowing like crazy. We got like 2 feet overnight. So I'm staying in today. Something like this. Let's ink this piece. Just something random. I think I want something coming out here. Some sort of texture. Let's see. I've got this still on my desk. This flower would be nice. But I really like the simplicity of the washi tape and how fast it comes together. a little bit there. Something like that. Like that. I think I want to get rid of this piece and put just a smidge more of this. You can never have enough cheesecloth, that's for sure. Okay, generous with the glue so I don't have to sew. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood to sew. And that's where this fabulous 3-in-1 glue comes from. It's the best for that. Okay, we're gonna put that down and then we'll glue this whole thing down. And while the glue's still wet, we can manipulate the paper a little bit where we might want it. That's just something a little different with your washi tape on your buttons. So you can make a bunch of clusters. I really love making these washi tape buttons. I think I'm gonna make some more. I love this mushroom one. It's so cute. And you know, you can just glue this right down. It's pretty thick to put in a journal. You wanna make sure that you have the room to be able to put something like this in without chunking up your journal too much. But chunky journals just are the best, right? Just gonna see if we can put something else together here with whatever's on my desk. Gonna dirty up this cheesecloth a little too. And just play with little bits and pieces. Whatever you've got. Let's get one of those stamped fabrics out. So this is my little collection of ones that I have ready to use. Let's do something bold, numbers maybe. And I want still a little bit more of this. Okay, make some clear space here, see what we've got going on. Oops. Okay, I know I'm going to want that there. So we'll goop on the glue. Get that stuck on. And then I like this jammed in there. So I'll use the glue while it's wet. I'm going to rip a rough edge here. Ink this. That's fun. That works for me. Throw that in. Again, just using up little bits and pieces. Great scrap buster. Just one of my favorite things to do. Just play with your scraps on your desk. It's probably why I'm not getting anything else done right now. I'm supposed to be cleaning. I'm almost finished, but the mood hits, you know, when you're creating and you just want to get your hands dirty. There we go. Another little cluster. Just something fun. So use up your buttons. Medium-sized buttons, different backgrounds to the buttons. Let's maybe try a dark one. I haven't tried a dark one yet. Let's find some more. Oh, we got this one here that we cut out. Let's try a dark. See how we feel about the dark button. Will it affect it? I don't know. And where's my sandpaper? So definitely darker. It's got a different look to it for sure. I don't like it as much. I think I like the lighter buttons, but it might apply to something you've got going on in your journal. I use this little piece on a brighter one. Trying to find a bigger neutral color. This one's a bit darker too. It's pretty big. How about this one? I was making a garland for the tree, Christmas tree, with these, tying these buttons together, and then realized every time I moved, it got tangled so bad. And then I was like, there's no way. I'm so frustrated. I'm never going to use this garland on my tree, because every time I take it out for Christmas, I'd have to untangle all these buttons. And I was like, nope, not happening. There, yeah, I definitely like the white or creamy backgrounds the best for this application. And nice and quick. Super quick. And I think quite effective. These would be really cute just on the page themselves. You know, you could put them on a tag even. Just something simple. Just glue it on there. Hot glue would be probably the best. I want to do more. Do I have any more images? Not really. Okay, let's cut one more out. Let's do a mushroom, because I really like the mushrooms. I think they're really cute. Let's do this fun little red one here. Let's do it on a big one. Do I have a big one open? Oh. Cut one up here. Yeah, I have so many buttons. I've got to figure out a way to start using some of these up. It's so easy to collect them because they're so cute. There's just something nostalgic about buttons, I think. Or is it just me? All right. Sorry, bear with me here. Come on. I'll probably edit this part out, maybe. I don't get it in the next 2 seconds. Oh, there it is. All right. Try and get as much of that mushroom top as we can because it's so cute. Flatten it out. Sand it off. Well, I hope this gives you some ideas on how to use up your button stash and your washi tape stash or your medical tape stash. Just something a little quick and easy today. But you can mass make these, no problem. There we go. So cute. Love it. All right. Well, that's it. I think you get it. I hope you have fun. And I hope it inspires you to try some new things with some buttons. Just love these. All right, everyone. Take care. Bye.